One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they spend more time talking about success than actually working for it. They love sharing their dreams, their plans, and their future achievements with friends, family, and even strangers. Talking about goals feels exciting because it creates the illusion of progress. For a moment, it makes people feel productive and important. But there is a huge difference between discussing success and earning it. Success is not built through conversations. It is built through consistent action. Every day, countless people announce that they are going to start a business, get in shape, write a book, learn a new skill, or change their lives. They post about it on social media and tell everyone around them. They seek encouragement, praise, and validation before they have achieved anything. The problem is that the energy spent talking about a goal is often the same energy that should be invested in pursuing it. The more you talk, the less urgency you feel to act. Your mind starts rewarding you for the announcement rather than the accomplishment. The most successful people understand a powerful principle. Action speaks louder than words. They do not waste time trying to impress others with plans. Instead, they focus on the work that needs to be done. While others are talking about waking up early, they are already awake and working. While others are discussing opportunities, they are creating opportunities. While others are making excuses, they are making progress. There is something powerful about working quietly. When you stop announcing every move, you remove unnecessary pressure and distractions. You become focused on the process rather than the opinions of others. You no longer need approval because your satisfaction comes from the work itself. This mindset creates discipline, and discipline is what separates dreamers from achievers. Many people are afraid of being overlooked, so they constantly seek attention. They want people to know what they are doing at every moment. But true confidence does not need an audience. True confidence comes from knowing that you are improving every day, even if nobody notices. The strongest individuals are often the quietest because they understand that recognition follows results, not promises. Imagine planting a seed in the ground. The seed does not announce its growth. It does not ask for applause. For weeks, important development happens beneath the surface where nobody can see it. The roots grow deeper and stronger each day. Then, when the time is right, the plant emerges for everyone to see. Success works the same way. The greatest achievements are usually built in private long before they are celebrated in public. If you truly want to change your life, stop focusing on what you are going to do and start focusing on what you are doing today. Let your habits speak. Let your efforts speak. Let your dedication speak. The world is full of people who talk about success, but it will always remember the people who worked for it. Stop talking, start working, and allow your results to tell your story. One of the most powerful lessons in life is learning to let your results speak for you. In a world where people constantly seek attention, approval, and recognition, many individuals feel the need to explain their worth to others. They try to prove their intelligence, their talent, their potential, and their value through words. But the truth is that words have limits. Anyone can make promises. Anyone can claim they are hardworking, disciplined, or capable. What truly separates successful people from everyone else is not what they say. It is what they consistently do. Many people waste years trying to convince others to believe in them. They argue with critics, defend their decisions, and seek validation from people who may never support them. This approach drains energy and distracts them from what truly matters. The most successful individuals understand that proving people wrong with words is a losing battle. Instead of talking, they focus on growth. Instead of defending themselves, they improve themselves. Instead of seeking approval, they pursue excellence. When your results begin to appear, something interesting happens. You no longer need to explain yourself. Your achievements become your evidence. Your progress becomes your answer. The same people who doubted you start paying attention. The same people who questioned your ability begin to respect your dedication, not because you argued with them, but because your actions became impossible to ignore. Think about someone who wants to become physically fit. They can spend months talking about their workout plans, discussing diets, and telling everyone about their goals. Or they can quietly show up every day, train consistently, and focus on improving. After a year, the person who worked silently will not need to explain anything. Their transformation will be visible. Their results will tell the story more effectively than any conversation ever could. The same principle applies to every area of life. If you want to build a successful business, focus on creating value instead of constantly announcing your ambitions. If you want to become an expert in your field, spend more time learning than talking. If you want financial freedom, focus on developing the habits that create wealth rather than discussing how rich you plan to become. Real success is built through action, patience, and consistency. One reason results are so powerful is because they create credibility. People may doubt your words, but they cannot easily argue with evidence. When your achievements are real, they speak on your behalf. Success removes the need for endless explanations. It creates a level of confidence that comes from accomplishment rather than opinion. This does not mean you should never share your goals or celebrate your progress. It means your primary focus should always remain on the work itself. Too many people become obsessed with appearing successful instead of becoming successful. They invest more effort into creating an image than creating results. Eventually, reality exposes the difference. True confidence is quiet because it is built on evidence. It does not need constant praise to survive. It does not depend on approval from others. It comes from knowing that you are doing the work, improving every day, and moving closer to your goals. So stop worrying about convincing everyone. Stop wasting time explaining your vision to people who do not understand it. Put your energy where it matters most. Work harder, learn more, stay consistent. Be patient. Let your actions create the story. Let your discipline build the proof, and when success finally arrives, you will discover that the strongest statement you can make is not with your words, but with your results. Success is often misunderstood because people only see the final result. They see the promotion, the successful business, the healthy body, the financial freedom, or the public recognition. What they do not see are the countless hours of effort, sacrifice, and discipline that happen behind the scenes. This is why one of the most important truths about achievement is that growth happens in silence. Long before success becomes visible to the world, it is being built quietly through consistent action and commitment. We live in a society that celebrates outcomes, but rarely notices the process. People admire the champion, but overlook the years of training. They praise the entrepreneur, but ignore the sleepless nights. They respect the confident leader, but forget the struggles and failures that shaped their character. The reality is that every great achievement begins in private. It begins with small actions repeated over and over again when nobody is watching. Think about a tree growing in a forest. Before anyone notices its height or strength, it spends years developing its roots beneath the ground. The most important growth happens where nobody can see it. The roots spread deeper and stronger, creating a foundation that will support the tree through storms and challenges. Human success follows the same pattern. Before you can stand tall in public, you must develop strength in private. Many people become discouraged because they expect immediate results. They start working toward a goal and want recognition right away. When they do not see quick progress, they lose motivation and give up. What they fail to understand is that meaningful growth is often invisible at first. Every book you read, every skill you practice, every workout you complete, and every challenge you overcome is adding to your foundation. Even when there is no visible reward, progress is taking place. The quiet moments are where character is built. It is easy to stay committed when people are cheering for you. It is easy to work hard when success is guaranteed. The real test comes when nobody notices your effort and there are no immediate rewards. Can you remain disciplined when the results are delayed? Can you continue improving when nobody is praising you? Those are the moments that separate ordinary people from extraordinary ones. One of the greatest advantages of silent growth is that it allows you to focus completely on the process. When you are not seeking attention or approval, you can dedicate your energy to learning, improving, and developing your skills. You stop worrying about how things look and start concentrating on how things are built. This mindset creates long-term success because it is rooted in substance rather than appearance. Every successful person has experienced seasons of silent growth. There were periods when nobody believed in them, nobody recognized their effort, and nobody saw their potential. Yet they continued working. They understood that progress does not always announce itself. Sometimes the most important transformations happen quietly, one day at a time. If you are currently working toward a goal and it feels like nobody notices your effort, do not be discouraged. Remember that the strongest foundations are built underground. The most valuable growth often happens where it cannot be seen. Keep learning, keep improving, keep showing up every day. Trust the process even when the results seem distant. One day, people will notice your success and wonder how it happened. They will see the achievement, but not the countless hours that created it. They will admire the outcome, but not the silent journey behind it. And that is perfectly fine, because true growth has never needed an audience. It happens quietly, steadily, and powerfully. Growth happens in silence, but its results eventually speak so loudly that the world cannot ignore them. One of the greatest obstacles standing between people and success is their tendency to focus on the opinions of others. Many dreams have been abandoned, not because they were impossible, but because someone listened too closely to doubt, criticism, and negativity. If you want to achieve something meaningful in life, you must learn a powerful lesson. Ignore doubt and stay focused. The moment you allow other people's opinions to control your actions, you give away the power to shape your own future. Every successful person has faced criticism. Every leader, entrepreneur, athlete, artist, and innovator has encountered people who question their ability. Before they achieved success, many were told that their goals were unrealistic. They were laughed at, doubted, and sometimes even discouraged by those closest to them. The difference is that they refuse to let those voices become stronger than their own belief. People often criticize what they do not understand. When you decide to pursue a different path, improve your life, or chase an ambitious dream, not everyone will support you. Some people will project their own fears onto you. Others will doubt you because they cannot imagine achieving the same goal themselves. Their limitations become the lens through which they view your potential. If you accept their perspective, you risk shrinking your dreams to fit their expectations. One of the biggest mistakes people make is spending too much time trying to prove critics wrong. They become obsessed with defending themselves, explaining their decisions, and seeking approval. In the process, they lose focus on the work that actually matters. The truth is that your energy is limited. Every minute spent arguing with doubters is a minute that could have been invested in growth, learning, and progress. The most effective response to criticism is not a clever argument. It is consistent action. Success is built through focus, not frustration. When someone doubts you, use it as motivation rather than distraction. Let their skepticism remind you why your commitment matters. Instead of looking back at the people questioning you, keep your eyes fixed on the destination you want to reach. Focus is a superpower in today's world. We are surrounded by distractions, opinions, social media comparisons, and constant noise. It has never been easier to lose sight of what truly matters. Yet, every extraordinary achievement requires concentration and persistence. Great things happen when you direct your attention toward your goals instead of toward the opinions of others. There will be moments when doubt comes from within as well. You may question your abilities, your decisions, or your progress. This is normal. Every person pursuing a meaningful goal experiences uncertainty. The key is to keep moving forward despite those feelings. Courage is not the absence of doubt. Courage is taking action even when doubt is present. Think about an airplane traveling through a storm. The pilot does not abandon the destination because turbulence appears. The pilot stays focused on the course and continues moving forward. Your journey is no different. Challenges, criticism, and setbacks are part of the process. They are not signs to quit. They are tests of your commitment. The people who achieve remarkable success understand that they cannot control what others think. They can only control their own effort, attitude, and actions. Instead of wasting energy on negativity, they invest it in becoming better every day. Over time, that focus creates results that speak louder than any criticism ever could. So stop giving doubt more attention than your dreams. Stop allowing criticism to distract you from your purpose. Stay focused on the work, stay committed to the process, and keep moving forward. The road to success is not traveled by those who listen to every negative voice. It is traveled by those who remain focused on their vision even when nobody else can see it. Ignore the doubt, trust the process, and let your results become the answer to every critic who ever questioned your potential. Success is not created by a single moment of inspiration or one extraordinary effort. It is built through consistency. While many people search for motivation, successful individuals understand that motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel excited and energized, while other days you feel tired, discouraged, or distracted. If your progress depends only on how you feel, your results will always be unpredictable. This is why consistency creates success. It allows you to move forward regardless of your mood, circumstances, or temporary setbacks. Most people underestimate the power of small actions repeated over time. They believe success requires dramatic changes or huge breakthroughs. In reality, life is often transformed by simple habits practiced every day. Reading a few pages daily may not seem significant, but over the course of a year, it can lead to dozens of completed books and a wealth of knowledge. Exercising for a short period each day may appear insignificant at first, but over time, it can completely transform your health and confidence. Small actions may not produce immediate results, but their long-term impact is extraordinary. One reason consistency is so powerful is that it builds momentum. Every time you follow through on a commitment, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you choose action over excuses, you reinforce a habit that makes future success easier. The opposite is also true. Every time you quit, procrastinate, or make excuses, you strengthen habits that hold you back. Success and failure are both the result of repeated behaviors. The direction of your life is determined by what you do consistently, not occasionally. Many people quit because they do not see immediate results. They start a new goal with enthusiasm, but when progress seems slow, they become frustrated. They expect massive changes in a short period of time and lose patience when reality does not match their expectations. What they fail to realize is that success often happens gradually and then suddenly. For weeks, months, or even years, the progress may seem small. Then one day, the accumulated effort becomes impossible to ignore. Imagine water dripping onto a stone. One drop has almost no visible impact. Even 100 drops may not appear to make a difference. But over time, the constant flow of water can shape the stone itself. The power is not in a single drop. The power is in the repetition. Your habits work the same way. A single workout will not transform your body. A single day of studying will not make you an expert. A single act of discipline will not change your life. But thousands of disciplined actions repeated over time can produce extraordinary results. Consistency also creates confidence. Many people believe confidence comes before action, but the opposite is often true. Confidence grows when you repeatedly keep promises to yourself. Every time you follow through on your commitments, you build trust in your own abilities. You begin to see yourself as someone who takes action, someone who perseveres, and someone who finishes what they start. This self-belief becomes one of your greatest assets. The most successful people are rarely the most talented. More often, they are the most consistent. They show up when they feel motivated and when they do not. They continue working when progress is slow. They stay committed when challenges arise. They understand that excellence is not an event. It is a habit. There will always be reasons to quit. There will always be obstacles, distractions, and setbacks. But if you remain consistent, you will continue moving closer to your goals. Progress may be slow, but slow progress is still progress. Every step forward matters. Every effort counts. Every day of discipline adds another brick to the foundation of your future. If you truly want success, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop relying on motivation alone. Focus on creating habits that you can repeat every day. Commit to the process, trust the journey, and stay consistent. In the end, success does not belong to the most talented or the most fortunate. It belongs to those who keep showing up day after day, long after everyone else has given up. Consistency creates success because consistent effort eventually produces extraordinary results.